Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Imani Dilla Show. Today, I have a special guest, one of the best R&B male groups came out in the '90s. Intro, and Buddy and Jev and Teo is on here. They're going to tell you about the history of Intro and how everything started. First, they're going to talk about their hometown, and then they're going to talk about the history of Intro. So, Buddy, I'm gonna start
Mhm.
with you first.
Okay. Hey, Monty.
How was it? How was it growing up in Brooklyn, New York? And can you tell us how you met? Tell us a history about Intro, how you met Jeff and the late Kenny Green. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up in East New York. My grandmother lived in downtown Brooklyn, and just growing up in between two different cultures, my mother's side of the family and my father's side of the family. Father's side of the family pretty much kept me in church most of the week and on Sunday, choir rehearsals and stuff like that. Mother's side of the family introduced me to music and party and stuff like that. And the combination kind of made me. And I always loved music. I went into the Army right after high school. I met Kenny Green down in Fort Bragg, North Carolina. We had an interest in music. It wasn't too many people really paying attention to R&B music for whatever reasons. We just started putting songs together. Came to New York. Uh, by luck, we just started listening to the stuff that we was doing, and we thought we was gonna be songwriters and producers. We never knew we was gonna like get into intro, and like Jeff came in and just completed it right there, and we had a really good from like 1991, I want to say to like 1993, a really good run of just making really good classic R&B music. And then,
Mhm.
you know, uh, you know, God does things to like make other things happen. You might think you're going in one direction, but He have a plan for you to go in another direction. And that direction is where we're at today with Brother Jeff, my brother Teo, and that's it.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thanks for sharing your story. All
My
right. All
pleasure.
right, Jeff, your turn. How was it growing up in Queens, New York? And
Um,
how and you can tell us the history about Intro as well, how you met Buddy and the late Kenny Green. Mhm.
mm. so
Yep.
growing up in Queens, Queens has like two sides. You have the South Side and you have the North Side. And
Okay.
I grew up on the North Side where it was LL Cool J, Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest, um, Salt and Pepper, and Sherry Hetley from Coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the side where I came from. So seeing
Wow.
them as a young teen growing up, seeing Run DMC putting stuff together, seeing LL put stuff together, it was right in my face.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, this is
Wow.
kind of dope. And I got into like the music game. Well, it started in church. My mom's pastor. I'm in church Monday through Sunday pretty much because
Bible
Pentecostal churches.
study.
Yeah, Pentecostal church don't like to let you go home, man. So it's
Oh
like
no.
it's a little different in the Pentecostal church. They praise God a little too long for me. But
Never too long.
I know, right?
It
Praise
ain't
the
up to
Lord,
them.
amen. Yeah, when they
But
start praying,
Yeah,
then
it was
they
long,
start
man. It was
preaching.
long. It was
Okay.
long. But
What's the name of the church?
and then I fell in love with hip hop. I fell in love with R&B, and then
Mm-hmm.
I had a little dance crew, and we used to battle in New York all the time. And then some Japanese people saw us dancing, offered to bring us to Japan. We went to Japan, and they paid us $1,500 a piece to go out there for a week. That was a lot of money to me. And when I got out there, I didn't know that we were going to be like opening up for a group called Troop. I was like, who is these funny looking dudes with the curly, hairstyle? But when I seen them perform and do all that craziness, I was like, whoa, that's what I want to do. So when I got back to New
Mm-hmm.
York, I already had a group, but they wasn't really like putting the energy in like I wanted them to. And I was traveling
Mm-hmm.
to Brooklyn and another part of Queens. We had different areas where we rehearsed. And
Mm-hmm.
rest in peace, Al. He was in the group. He died last year. But
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that.
yeah. So I left that group, and then this dancer named Peekaboo, a choreographer actually. You see all his work behind Salt and Pepper, behind Kid and Play. That was all of his work. Some shine. What's his name again? He's another rapper. Kwame. He did all of those videos. So anyway, me and Peekaboo was cool, and Peekaboo knew that I had a group, and I said I'm not messing with those dudes no more. I'm gonna put another group together. And he said, "Yo, I know some dude named Buddy He got a situation, but I don't know if he still got it. When I get down there, I'm gonna see if he's still doing music. So he told me, yo, Buddy's in North Carolina where his grandmother lives in the same area. And when
Mm-hmm.
Buddy came back to New York, he ended up introducing me to Buddy, and that's how me and Buddy met. And then Buddy told me about him and Kenny. Um, they had like a situation with a producer overseas, or I forgot what it was, but it was like they were doing some other music, and pretty much they got out of that situation. And we all recollect ourselves and got together and just started rehearsing every day, and that's how things came together. But I fast forwarded because the story's longer than that. Kenny was actually Buddy was looking for Kenny. I guess he could tell that part of the story because we couldn't find him
Mm-hmm.
at first. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, it was like honestly, when something
What
like that
happened was
happens,
exactly what's going on right now with this war. The exact same thing. We're in the
exact
middle of
same.
writing, doing songs, putting stuff together, putting a plan together, and then we have to go. Who knows where we were going? I didn't know where I was going, but ended up there. By the time the war was over, well, I came back home before it was over. But by the time I came back, Kenny had already left Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and went back to Michigan. And it took me about 3 to 4 months to find them. I would get off work and drive around outside the base and ask people, do you know a guy named Kenny that could sing?" And it was
Mm-hmm.
always no, 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 no. But I didn't give up. And what happened was this guy was like, "Ken, he could sing. He's about this tall." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Yo, he lives right over there." And I went over and I
Mm-hmm.
rung the bell, and the guy came to the door. I was like, "Is Kenny here?" He said, "I'm Kenny."
Mm-hmm.
So, back to
Yeah.
the States. About
How was his
maybe a month after
personality?
that,
Yeah.
got in touch with me. How was his personality?
Yeah. How was yeah.
Uh, Playful.
Okay.
Playful, almost like a child. You would never
Yep,
believe it. You wouldn't
yep.
believe it. He could walk through the airport with big barefoot slippers on and just chill. You know, just he took music serious.
Okay.
Everything else about life, he kind of just, from what I saw, he kind of, embraced it. He helped out a lot of people, and yeah, he's a good guy, really good guy.
Okay. And how was it traveling together?
A
How
lot
was
of
it traveling?
jokes, a lot of
A
a
lot of
lot of
jokes.
jokes, a lot of jokes,
Okay.
a lot of bloopers that we all got secrets about and laughed hard about. Yeah, I mean it was dope. It was different. Like it's almost like you didn't know what was happening, but you kind of knew something was about to brew, and something's about you
Mm-hmm.
kind of felt that, but you couldn't put your finger on it. It was that type of situation where we knew something was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to happen though. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how was it performing at Apollo Soul Train? How was that?
that's the bomb.
Soul Train was dope for me because
Oh, yes, Soul Train.
I ran into one of my childhood friends on the second floor, J. Rue the Damager. And me and J. Rue
Mm-hmm.
the Damager started out in a rap group way, way back when
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have no business rapping, and we were in church. We went to church together, and we
Mm-hmm.
went to Grace Baptist Church, and we started a group called GBC for the initials of the
Okay.
church. But we called ourselves the
Okay.
Get Busy Crew. It didn't stand for Grace Baptist Church. And my father was in charge of the radio station, so we would do songs, and then while the church broadcast was on the radio, I would sneak one of our records on. So I'd be in school and I'd tell my friends, "Yo, we got to join on, we got a song on the radio. You got to listen on Sunday at this time." And I got in a lot of trouble for that.
What's the name of the church you went to?
Grace Baptist Church in Brooklyn, New York,
Grace
in East
Baptist.
New York.
Okay. And
Mhm.
then Jeff, you went. What's the name of your church?
My parents' church, it was Joy's Tabernacle.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Deliverance. You know, Pentecostal gotta have that deliverance on it.
Okay. Okay. So
I
okay.
come from a tongue-speaking church.
I can relate. I grew up in the
Oh, man.
Baptist church, so yeah,
Okay.
I think it's all the same. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So Teo is your Teo, right? I'm saying it right.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely.
Say okay, I'm saying it right. Okay, it's your turn now. Okay. So how was it? Well, Teo's the new lead singer of Intro, and he has an amazing voice.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Yeah,
Give
I
it up for
enjoy
Teo.
watch you guys' live performance, and I'm
Mhm.
glad seeing old groups coming back together, seeing those great love songs. Y'all concerts are sold out. That's awesome. So Teo,
Thank
you
you.
fit right in. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So how was it growing up in your hometown, Annapolis, Maryland?
See, you
And
had it right.
Annapolis,
Say it with me
Annapolis.
now. Annapolis.
Yeah.
Annapolis.
There
Okay,
you go.
Annapolis, Maryland.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
it was cool. I mean, it's where I learned, you know, everything. Is where, what taught me everything I know. Where all of my friends are. As Jeff says, we all came up in church. I'm a Baptist as well. You know
What
what I'm
church you went to?
saying? I went to a church called First Baptist. That's actually where I
Oh,
started singing. You know what I
Oh
okay,
man,
mean?
okay.
So
is that the church where the Braxtons went?
no, they from
Okay,
DC.
they from DC. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's just like any other hometown, you grow in it, you learn, and it kind of molds you into the person you become, you know what I'm saying? So, Annapolis was a great vibe.
Okay. So how you met Buddy and Jeff?
Well, I think I met Jeff first, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
Okay.
But I don't recall meeting Jeff, but Jeff used to promote shows, and when I was singing with Drew Hill, Jeff promoted one of those shows, and he booked us to come to New York. I can't remember the venue, but
It's the same venue we're performing at June 6th. It was
Club,
called the
no,
Nokia Theater then.
nah,
Now it's called the Palladium.
nah. That was the when
Yes.
you booked them. That was at Club something something
No.
Club
Nokia Theater, buddy.
Nokia Theater.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same theater as Palladium. They changed the name to Palladium.
oh, it's the same spot.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
wasn't the
okay,
show that
well,
Marcus Devon came with us, right?
No.
Okay, 'cause I'm thinking about Stage 86 or something like that. Okay,
Okay. Stage 48. You was thinking.
Stage
Yeah.
48. Yeah, I thought the Drew was
Yeah.
there too.
Nah.
Okay, my bad, my bizzle.
yeah. So met Jeff there. Briefly, I suppose. I can't remember. Jeff probably remembers more than I do.
Yeah.
Um, and then later, I believe Buddy booked us. What was the first spot you booked us, Buddy?
I
I
think we
can't
were,
remember because I got
I
a
think we
picture
was in
with you and
Copenhagen,
Jazz.
Denmark. We,
No, was it Den? No, I don't think was it Denmark.
Stockholm,
Maybe
Sweden.
I don't know.
Stockholm, Sweden.
Anyway, I met Buddy a little bit after that, and got to hang with Buddy a little bit more. Obviously Jazz introduced him to me and was like, "Oh, this is Buddy from Intro." I was excited because, I grew up listening to Intro as well. You know what I'm saying? I was a really big
Okay.
fan of their second
Okay.
album. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Okay.
met Buddy, and then continued my career with Drew Hill up to 17 years. And from there, Buddy booked us again. I think that's the Stockholm, Sweden one you booked us in. And me and Buddy actually had a chance to hang out and, went me and one of Genuine's background singers, Reds, and one of Cisco's dancers, Danny Rogers.
I remember that.
We all went to a bar, just to hang out, have a good time, and started singing, and people started coming out, and we just had a good time, you know what I mean? So that kind of wraps up how I met Jeff and Buddy.
Okay. So how? Okay. Okay. Thanks for sharing your story.
Mhm.
All right. So how you enjoy traveling with them?
Well, so far, I mean, we've traveled maybe a handful of times. I mean, it's the same as any other thing. If we together in rehearsal, if we hanging out or whatever, I mean, this is a situation where I feel like, it's I get to experience being in a group of two genuine people, and just the realness of it. They just real down home, two guys that's good guys. I'm learning a lot from them actually that I haven't learned before.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just good dudes, you know what I'm saying? And it's more like a brotherhood at this point because we've had 2 years to get it, to get to know each other and perform together. And yeah, it's been a great experience.
Okay. Okay. And I see that you guys gonna will be performing in June. The Black what is it? A
The
Blackberry R&B
Palladium,
concert.
Oh, black
Yeah,
of the
Blacker.
Berry.
Yeah, Blacker.
Hmm.
Yeah, Blackberry R&B concert. Tell us about that.
We will be performing at the Palladium
Okay. Okay. The reason I bring it
in New
up
York.
because it's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Definitely.
if you don't know about it and you're watching this, come and see Intro, Bobby V, Christopher Williams, and Case. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. If you guys don't mind, can y'all sing on the show? If you guys don't mind.
Not through this. I mean, it'll probably not.
It'll be a delay. It'll be a
Yeah, it's
delay.
gonna be a delay on each end.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
Okay.
If we were
we
in the
would all
same
have
Oh,
to be in
space,
the same room. We could
yeah, if
do it.
we was in
Yeah.
the same space, we get
okay.
it. We enjoy doing that.
Okay. Are you guys planning on making new music this year?
Uh,
Single, album?
I mean, we plan on making new music. Period. You know what I'm saying? We really just
Good.
at this
Good.
point, um, just like a boxer, you get in the ring and you spar. We really just pounding the pavement, and starting the movement up again and letting everybody know that Intro is back and we're performing live and there's more to come. So just be on the lookout.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to see you guys back together. And how does it feel seeing those great love songs? Your concerts are sold out. It's like let you know you don't have to make no new music, but eventually y'all will. But how does it feel to get back together and travel the world? Even though the late Kenny's not there, but I mean, he'll be proud that you guys keeping the
He's
legacy
here in
alive because he
spirit.
left a great legacy. You
He's
know.
here in spirit. He's there every show we do, and
Yeah.
it shows in the reaction of the crowd, the legacy he left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves the music. They sing along. It's like if the music drops, you can hear the whole crowd singing word for word, and we're bringing back those memories that Jeff and Buddy weren't able to give. I guess so now that I'm here and we're all together.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting to see the reaction and people are enjoying it. People love it. I mean, we're on social media, they comment, come to Detroit, come to Orlando, come here, come
Awesome.
there. So,
Yeah.
people want to, get a piece of this experience. So, and we're ready to give it to them.
Yeah. So, Buddy and Chef, how you guys prepare yourself when Kenny passed away? Was it hard to move on, or how you guys dealt with it?
Well, it really wasn't like moving on. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
like prior to Kenny's passing, God bless him. Um,
Mm-hmm.
prior to Kenny's passing, we really didn't. We weren't working for like maybe 2 years. We stopped touring. I want to say like in '98. We did some good runs. We went over to Russia and Germany, and all these cool
Okay.
places that I would have never seen without the opportunity. And once he passed away, I kind of like say, okay, well now it's time to get back into your songwriting and producing, and I
Mm-hmm.
always love music. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm just gonna have to adjust to something. But this intro catalog is undeniable. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's undeniable. It's even bigger than us members at this point. Like Teo said, when we're performing, everybody's singing the words at this point, and that's one of the things that I never really saw in the United States. We would always see that overseas, but in the United States, we're starting to see the mouths move. We're starting to see the increase in viewership and streaming and stuff like that. So yeah, man, putting Teo on the team with Jeff, Jeff 30 something years. It's like we married damn near. But somehow God said, "You brothers, y'all stick together and y'all make it happen. I give you this talent and I gave you this vehicle right here. This, you know, shout out to Atlantic Records and Untouchables. They put us in a really good spot.
Good.
Really good.
Okay. Okay.
And for the past 20 years, Jeff, we would go out and peck and peck and peck because the people wanted to see us, but there was never that heavy lead presence.
Right.
And it's here. It's here. And the brother right there, he's like our brother. It started like 2 years ago. Just on like, let's just go down to Maryland and the snowstorms or whatever. And let's see what we got. And this is what we had.
Okay. Are you guys planning on doing a documentary? Because you guys have a great story. I mean, everybody would love to hear y'all story because you guys, yeah, like a
Well,
documentary.
before Teo came with us, we already shot a documentary that we
Okay.
never released. But I think we'll
Oh,
probably have a conversation and re-edit and probably
y'all
extend it.
should.
Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
we should.
Because you
Um,
guys have a great story.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and that's how I'm going to end the show. Who will you say that gives you some of the best business as advice in the music industry? I mean, Buddy,
Us.
Jeff, Teo,
Um, um, um,
For me,
Jamal,
the best advice I've gotten so
y'all
far.
manager.
No, no, no. I'm going to say the best advice I've gotten coming up in
Mm-hmm.
the industry was
Mm-hmm.
first off was my parents
Okay.
um, letting me know that just be mindful, listen more than talk, because a good talker would get a quick one over you. So you got to really pay attention when people are trying to do business with you, and just it's
Mm-hmm.
more so, don't trust everybody that keeps saying trust me, man. One of those things.
Yeah.
I know that's just a telltale in the hood, but there's some truth behind that. And then you really got to pray about stuff. If you're unsure about I'm sorry, siren is coming. If you're
Oh, it's
unsure about
okay.
how things are gonna go, you really have to lean on God and ask for discernment so you can try to figure out your decisions next. But other than that, we have some good people around us that gave us some some jewels, dropped us some jewels, I would say. But
Mm-hmm.
overall, you got to really make your decision based off of what you know and what you understand. So
Okay. How about you, Buddy?
um, like Jeff said, it's a lot of people that say things and you listen and they sound good. The music industry in itself is an exciting business. And being
Mm-hmm.
young and you want to make music, you know, start off making $20 a week playing the piano at church. So to go from
Mm-hmm.
that to seeing some, like a major deal and stuff like that, it was kind of like it, it was just yes, 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 yes. But there was a person that took us under their wing. His name is Edward Farrell. His stage name is DJ Eddie F. From Heavy D and the Boys.
Mm-hmm.
And he taught us the business. He made sure we had all our paperwork in order, signed up with the right agencies to start off with like retirement funds and make sure that we was in a real system and not just the homeboy system. I don't do no homeboy business. Everybody that knows me know I don't do no homeboy business. If we doing something, we're gonna get on the phone with attorneys and we handle our business like that. So what he was a major influence with advice and just putting us in the right direction. And also Robert Celestin, Bob Celeste. He's given me some good advice. And Sylvia Rome. Sylvia Rome gave me some good advice. Put me in her office
Okay.
and got my head straight as far as wanting to produce. She said, I know you're a singer. What what else you want to do? I said, I want to be a producer. She said, you got a keyboard? I was like, no, she said, you got a studio. I said, no, I got a keyboard. He said, how you gonna be a producer without no studio? He said, I tell you what, you go and find what you need and you let me know. So I went from her office down to Sam Ash in Manhattan and I just looked for things that Eddie and Novell and Dave had in their studio. I was like, I know they got that. I didn't know how to work it. But I said, I seen that there, I seen that there. Wrote it down, um, sent the message to her assistant. I said, it's probably going to be 2, 3 months. They might get back to me. Her assistant called me back that evening and was like, where you want me to send a check? And I think, do not send it to me. Send it to the store. And about 3 days later, the UPS truck started pulling up with the studio equipment. And she started me off as far as being a producer. And she just retired. She's never going to retire because she's such a rock in the music industry. But yeah, shout out to Sylvia Rome. Everybody that knows her knows how good of a woman she is and how many artists she helped out behind the scenes. So that's the answer to that question.
Okay. Thanks for sharing, Tanyo.
The best advice. I can't say that I can remember any advice off the bat. I'm gonna just say that I can think of one person just here recently, a friend of mine. His name is Tidy.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to making the decision of the switch from Drew Hill to Intro, and I kind of was like stuck in between the fence and like just not knowing exactly what I wanted to do, and he kind of reminded me of who I was and why I was a part of Drew Hill and why I was in the music industry, and he just like told me to, pick myself up and, keep going. You know what I mean? You got a second opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. And I'm also say that life has given me the greatest advice, just through learning and being in the industry. Just I mean, every day is a new learning experience, but with intro, I will say that, like, once again, these guys are so cool. I'm learning a lot more, about paperwork. I'm learning a lot more about things that I didn't actually, learn in Drew Hill, which,
Wow.
yeah. So it's just like, we sit down and we map things out and we get it together, and things are explained. Not that it wasn't explained in Drew Hill, but I'm just saying, like, this is a real, like, equal partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they share everything. There's no hold nothing back. They embrace me with open arms. So
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's a great, experience. RIP Kenny Green. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
we all are excited to show the world what we can do and reintroduce them to all of intro's great music. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Well, I'm glad you guys. Thank you for sharing your story because if a young person came up to you guys and say, um, "I want to be in the music industry," what kind of words of wisdom you would tell them? Why it's important to read contracts very carefully and learn how
Absolutely.
to manage your money very carefully, because
Absolutely.
every story that I listen to, documentaries unsung, they sign that contract, traveling all over the world, and they be like, "My money is short because you didn't read the contract, you didn't do your homework." What
Well,
kind
see,
of?
a lot of times when that happens, and I'll speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
When you come from nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and you finally get to a
Uh.
major situation, and you start
Mm-hmm.
seeing money that you've never imagined you would see before, and in your mind, pretty sure most people's mind, when you sign a contract, you're just on. Is That's it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really look into the
Yeah.
fine print. You just start, because you think you're doing something, you think you're making money, but you don't realize there's somebody behind you that's really making the money. You know what I'm saying? You just
Mm-hmm.
getting money that you never got before. So it is important that you look at all of your contracts, or you get someone that knows how to look at contracts to look at your contracts,
Mm-hmm.
and you do save your money. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
learning that now. You know what I'm saying?
It's not easy.
So, and I was at it for 17 years, and like, when I look back and I say, and I think all of the money that I could have saved, oh man, I could
Mm-hmm.
kick myself in the rear a couple times. But I mean, once again, being an intro is teaching me a lot of that, and
Discipline.
it's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
would definitely, you hit it right on the nose.
Good. How you feel about the statement I said, buddy?
About the statement you said.
Yeah, about if a young person came up to you.
Oh, okay, that question.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, about
yeah.
this. The advice that I would give the young person is, just be yourself. Don't base your success on the success of success of somebody else. Oh, they went platinum in 5 days, and so what? Grow your fan base organically. It might be just one person
Mm-hmm.
a day, two people a day, and just focus on your music. You already covered the business side. There's nothing more I can say about that. But so I was just saying, on their talent side, don't try to sound like nobody. Try to be yourself and grow your fan base organically.
Okay. And how about you, Jeff?
Oh man, I'm gonna be blunt with it. I'm gonna say, you don't want this, bro. Just to see, just to see how much, just to see how much they want it. And they keep saying, "Nah, man, I really do want it." I'm saying, "Bro, trust me, you don't want this." And if they keep pushing, then I'll be, "All right, here it goes. This is how it works." And then I'll just give them a rundown of what they need to
Mm-hmm.
do to be the best they can be
Yeah.
when it comes to the business side of the things. It's always going to be
Mm-hmm.
business conversations first. The fun
Hmm.
part comes after. So you gotta let me know you really want it for me to even give you the game. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not for everybody. It's
It's a
definitely
Yeah.
not.
job. It's
It's
a hard.
not.
It's not just a job. It's a hard job. It's a physical job. When you
Yeah.
see us up
Right.
at 5, you see us on stage at night, and when you're leaving, it's nice meeting you and stuff like that. But then it's up at 5 o'clock in the morning with the legs tired from dancing, and then
Yeah.
you get your rest in, and you get to the next spot. It's time for sound check, and it's a hard job.
Mhm.
You gotta be
Mhm.
built for this. It's damn near like being an athlete. I'm not lying
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah,
In the
it
heat, in
is.
the
I
heat
mean,
that
and
we're in now, it's like being damn near a professional athlete with a voice.
well,
The
it's more
hustle is
than that.
there.
To not to cut you off, to add to that, people don't see the rehearsals. People don't see the work you put into it behind the scenes to get that
Absolutely.
stage performance. You know what I'm saying? We work hard, and the flights
Mhm.
and all of that. That's the easy part. But really preparing and getting ready. You know what I'm saying, for just not even just a show, but just to prepare yourself. Period. We've been rehearsing almost every weekend for the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And hard, you know what I mean? So you got, like Jeff said, you have to really want it. You have to really be ready for it, because a lot of the times people see the glam and everything else, and they don't realize it's
Hmm.
really hard work. If you want to, really be successful, you have to work very hard. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And to have longevity like Jeff and Buddy, you know what I'm saying, in this game. And I mean, I've been around for 17 years.
17 years
You know
is
what I'm
not no
saying?
short years, bro. That's a
Yeah.
long
So,
time.
And he's bringing up.
mm,
Not to cut you off. He brought so much of the new to intro that a lot of the movement that you see, like the social media stuff and
Mhm.
the mind you, our album was released in 1993. Since then, so many R&B variations have come to the fore that my ears not even haven't really wouldn't even pick up till like in
Mhm.
rehearsals and vocal rehearsals. I'm like, oh snap! I've been living with this for 30 years and I never thought about that, and it's dope. That's the type of magic that's been happening in our vocal rehearsals. And sorry to cut you off, bro, but I had to get
no,
that
you
out.
good. You good.
What's heavy on my
No,
heart?
yeah, we was just, like I said, you just got to really want it. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
you got three guys here that want it, you that deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Jeff and Buddy, get to continue. I mean, I'm happy every time we get off stage to see their
Mhm.
happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we just, like I said, we just ready to take over, man. Not even on no ego, but just like we just ready to do our job, and have people reminiscing on what intro was and what intro is now, and take over the world. That's what we ready for.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. What is the name of the resources everybody can find y'all at?
I'm only on Instagram.
Instagram.
Teo
Yeah.
Soprano. That's
Uh-huh.
TaoSoprano.
Mhm.
And we have the intro page on Instagram, which is the official underscore intro.
Okay.
And then Jeff is gonna have to tell you his, because
Yeah, you got time? I got three. I have three Facebook pages.
3.
It's yeah, it's Jeffrey Sanders. That's it. And then on
Jeffrey Sanders. Okay. We're friends on there. Okay, I saw you.
yes.
And you
And
just
then
had a birthday. Mhm.
yeah, my birthday was yesterday. Thank you. Day before
Okay,
yesterday.
happy
It
belated
was it was
birthday.
no, it was Monday. It was Monday. It was Monday.
It was
Thank you.
Monday. Okay.
Yeah. And my IG is official underscore
Mhm.
um what is it again? I
Nobody's
forgot.
gonna remember this, Jeff.
I'm gonna
You
change
got
it.
one.
It's
You got one
okay.
good one that you won. Just give them one.
That's it. Just type in intro,
Put
you'll
it
see
just
Jeff.
in.
Jeff will pop
Yeah,
up.
you'll see him on my page or Buddy's page, and then you
Yep.
can type in
I,
all
You
of
can
the
I
find us. You
made
characters
can
that
that he
name
find us
long
all
does.
for I made
individually
that
on
name I made that name long
official
for a reason because
underscore
I didn't want
intro, and you'll find us on there. If you go to official
Okay.
underscore intro, you're gonna see Teo there. You're gonna see Jeff there, and you're gonna see Buddy
Buddy.
there.
Okay.
but I did make my name long for a reason though.
Why you made your
I
lawn
have a
for a
reason.
reason?
Yeah, I had a reason for that though. I was just trying to not be found for certain people that I didn't want to have in my life anymore. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're very private. It's okay to be private,
He
especially
wanted it
in
to
the
he
industry.
wanted it to be twins with the social security numbers.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Well, I enjoyed this interview. I really did. And I'm glad I
That's
was
what's up.
honored to have you guys on my show.
We're honored
And
to
make
be
sure you
here.
guys, yeah, make sure you guys follow them on social media. And I hopefully one day I can see y'all in concert because you guys sound good together. Y'all really
Thank
Well,
do.
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see you guys back together. Gone way too soon to Kenny Green, who left a great legacy, and Teo, you doing your thing, being the lead singer. I
Thank
know
you.
it wasn't easy, but
Oh no.
Jeff,
Put Kenny in the
Buddy, they
interview
got
with
your
us.
back.
I'm gonna put
Yes,
Jeff
Kenny
and
in
they
the
Buddy got
interview
your
with us
got.
back.
right there. I'm gonna let Kenny Rock in the interview with
Oh,
us for a second.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, here.
He's still here, looking down,
Still here.
Yep.
smiling at you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep. He
proud,
the one that
pushing
gives
y'all.
us strength.
Oh, yeah. But thank you for keeping his legacy alive,
For
too.
everybody. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
But I'm glad you I was on Facebook and you was talking about him. I really like that. I know it wasn't easy, but I'm glad that you and Jet looked out for him, because music industry,
Automatic.
huh?
Automatic. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
not just because he was Kenny. That's just the heart that
I
God
mean, that
gave me.
was your
It could be
friend, that was your
anybody
brother,
around me that I could help. I'm
yeah.
gonna help them.
Oh yeah.
The plight of
You're supposed
people
to help each
is to
other.
not leave one
Yeah.
person behind.
Yeah, like you guys helping Tanyo. You guys not pushing him
We're
away. You
helping
guys
each
helping
other.
him.
Trust me. I'll be
Yeah,
right here
I
in the
like
studio.
that.
I will
Yeah,
be on
I
the
love
road.
when
If Tail wasn't in the group, we probably would have just went back to songwriting and stuff.
right, but
But
I'm glad you guys
we
back
love it. And
together.
the
Yeah.
summer's here. We're gonna be out having a great time. We have a nice
Mhm.
list going down all the way to August right now. And we look
Mhm.
forward to that, even picking up. Shout out to Jamal at Yard Out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yard
shout out
out.
Yard Out Entertainment, man.
Yeah.
Jamal has been a big
Oh yeah, Jamal, he's a
help.
good dude.
Yeah, he's a big help to this situation, man. We got to give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? He believes in this, and he pushes us. Even when we make a little mistake here and there, Jamal right there to let us know, like, come on, man. It's like he a part of the group. You know what I mean?
Mhm. He keep y'all
So
in line.
The calls are
yeah,
crazy. The
Like
calls
Joe
are crazy,
Jackson.
but
I'm
they
joking.
always end up. The calls are crazy, but they always end up where they supposed to. And
He keep
absolutely.
y'all in
yeah,
line.
yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah.
thank you again for sharing
Thank
y'all
you.
story. And yeah, thank you for sharing y'all story. And I hope you guys enjoy the interview.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Absolutely.
much. Yes.
Much
Yeah.
success to you as well.
Well, thank you. I was honored. The Imani Diller Show was honored to have you guys live on my YouTube podcast channel. Make sure y'all click subscribe and make sure you guys follow them on social media. And are you guys planning on being on tour?
That's the
Absolutely.
plan. Yes, ma'am.
Good. All right. Well, you guys have a good day. And yeah, thanks. I really enjoyed this.
All
Yeah, I really
right. You
did.
have a
You
good
thought
day
about
as
it.
well.
And thank you for your patience.
I love
Absolutely.
you,
Yeah.
mama.
And thanks, Jamal, for making this happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying, that's what I do.
Oh,
I
that's
help
it.
out my bulls. You know what I'm saying?
I like his
The
swag.
bulls.
Yeah, he was on an airplane when I was talking to him. No, he was on an airplane. He was somewhere on the phone. Yeah. And I was telling
Mhm.
him, call me when you get home. He's like, no. We're gonna work this out. I'm gonna make
Okay.
sure you have intro on your show. I'm like, okay.
That's what's
So
up. Yeah, he a
yeah,
good dude.
yes, he is. Yep. Well, you guys have a good day and
Thank you.
keep us in touch. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'll be waiting for that documentary and especially, yeah, it's gonna be a good documentary too. I know
Well,
it
stay
is.
tuned. Everybody, thanks for the support and the love y'all been giving us so far. And we won't let you down.
Please
Back.
don't.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
All
Thanks,
right.
Jeff. Thanks, Buddy.
You're
And thanks,
welcome.
Teo. All right.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Talk to you later. All right.
You ended Amani. Peace, bro. Peace, bro. All right.
All right. Bye.
All right.